When Lady Gaga arrived at the 2019 Met Gala, she didn't just wear a dress, she delivered a performance.
This was an entire performance that we prepared for the carpet. I remember calling Anna and asking her for 15 to 20 minutes.
4 outfit changes, dozens of photographers, all eyes on her. To the world, it was camp, creativity, a moment of fashion history. But to the brands behind the scenes, it was something else entirely, a global marketing opportunity.
The attention and the press that this moment brings on your brand can be life-changing. I believe changed my career.
Because on the red carpet, celebrities aren't just expressing themselves. They're representing billion-dollar brands. Luxury fashion houses like Dior, Valentino, and Chanel don't just loan gowns, they strike deals. A-listers like Jennifer Lawrence reportedly earned $15 to $20 million through her Dior partnership, turning every red carpet appearance into a commercial. When Margot Robbie shows up in Chanel, it's not just style, it's strategy. These aren't casual choices.
Sometimes you're really asked to wear a design house, right? And sometimes the design house wears you.
Stylists and agents negotiate weeks in advance. Outfits are selected based on brand contracts, promotional tie-ins, and product placements. Celebrities may be praised for their bold fashion, but often they didn't choose the dress at all. What they wear is tied to what will sell, who will watch, and how much attention it can generate.
When you pick your outfit, do you feel a responsibility to run it by Anna first?
Well, she told me exactly what to wear.
And that attention has real value. One photo of the right celebrity in the right gown can be worth over $100 million in global press coverage. That's why designers compete to dress the biggest stars. It's why stylists push for viral silhouettes. And it's why brands are willing to spend millions to make sure their logo appears on the world's most watched carpets. But when creativity is driven by commerce, authenticity gets blurred.
I was like, this game is about press.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot of pressure. I really didn't want to be blonde that night, but then Donatella said that it was an absolute must, and I'm just like, of course, can't let her down.
A moment carefully manufactured to maximize impact. Because what we see as glamour is often a product launch in disguise. And what looks like fashion freedom is, more often than not, an invisible contract stitched into every scene.
You had to lose 16 pounds to fit into the dress, which I don't know where you found 16 pounds.
I really wanted to wear this dress. It was really important to me.
The headlines often say things like, she stole the show in custom couture. But what they don't say is this: the dress probably wasn't hers. And the cost of that red carpet moment often falls on everyone except the celebrity wearing it. High fashion gowns worth tens of thousands are rarely bought. They're borrowed, part of carefully negotiated brand partnerships. In some cases, stars are even paid to wear specific looks. But that privilege is mostly reserved for the biggest names. A-list celebrities like Kate Blanchett or Florence Pugh are courted by top designers. They get the full styling team, the custom fit, the 5-figure glam squad. But for rising stars, the experience looks very different. Many struggle to even get loaned a dress.
I remember with Kristen Stewart, I called Lanvin for 7 years, every single 2 months, being like, yo, she was young, she was a baby. And they said, listen, our demo to sell these clothes is closer to the 30s. So she's just not what we want quite yet.
Before Zendaya became a global fashion icon, she revealed that luxury brands repeatedly refused to dress her, saying she wasn't established enough. It wasn't about taste or talent. It was about status. And that unspoken hierarchy still defines who gets access today.
In the beginning, they wouldn't touch her. They wouldn't dress her. They wouldn't dress her. So we've built that girl's career and my career on using brands, smaller brands, and emerging designers. I love Valentino, but for a long time, they all said no to her. And this is a girl who's 6 feet tall, a size 0, gorgeous, can eat everybody else on the carpet.
For actors lower on the fame ladder, especially women of color or non-traditional body types, the red carpet becomes an investment. Some end up hiring stylists out of pocket. Others use their own money to buy outfits just to look the part. Because in Hollywood, if you show up underdressed, you risk being excluded altogether. And behind every polished look is a team of assistants, interns, and freelance stylists working around the clock, often for little pay and no recognition. The hours are long, the pressure is high, and the credit usually goes to the person wearing the dress, not the people who made it possible.
This is like an art. Like each episode, each outfit is picked for a song, picked for a show. If I'm playing a game, like everything is really thought out, and it takes a slew of people to make that happen.
So when we see a celebrity in a show-stopping gown, it's worth asking, who stitched it, who loaned it, who paid for the glam, and who's still waiting to get paid? Because on the red carpet, visibility might look free, but someone always picks up the tab. And the higher the spotlight, the more people get left in the shadows. The red carpet might look spontaneous. The laughs, the kisses, the surprise reveals.
Sierra had just announced her pregnancy and decided that she really wanted to have this like amazing baby bump moment. We have the most incredible tailors ever who basically constructed or reconstructed this dress to fit her beautiful growing baby bump. It was a ton of work. I think we did 7 fittings on this dress.
In most cases, these moments are rehearsed. Not in front of cameras, but behind closed doors with publicists, managers, and media teams all playing a part. At the 2024 Golden Globes, when Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were spotted whispering and laughing on camera, the clip exploded online. But what fans didn't see was the flood of brand partnerships, media appearances, and viral TikToks that followed, pushing both of their fashion ventures into the spotlight. These moments are rarely accidental. Celebrity PR teams spend weeks, sometimes months, coordinating outfits, seating arrangements, and interviews. Stylists send first looks to Vogue before events begin. Managers negotiate photo exclusives. Even entrances are timed for maximum coverage. Arrive too early, and the moment gets buried. Arrive too late, and it risks being overshadowed. The result? A red carpet where even the most casual gestures are choreographed, a kiss between co-stars, a stunned reaction, a wardrobe malfunction. All framed, timed, and shared at the perfect moment to drive engagement. Rihanna gets to arrive last and close the Met Gala red carpet, approved by none other than the Anna Wintour herself.
Who's allowed to show up late for a Met Gala red carpet?
Rihanna.
And in 2025, she revealed her 3rd pregnancy as she arrived fashionably late to the event. The announcement was made as she debuted her baby bump in a custom Marc Jacobs outfit.
Honey, you know how to break some news and make an entrance.
Because in today's fame economy, going viral is currency. And when the carpet becomes a stage, authenticity becomes a prop.
You have that Subjects Fenty lingerie line coming out. The bridal line.
Yeah.
Any other news you want to break to us right now?
It's not our first bridal line. Go shop bridal, savagex.com.
When a celebrity steps onto the red carpet, we're told it's their moment. Think of Margot Robbie's string of Barbie-themed red carpet appearances. Every look was a direct nod to an iconic doll outfit, each custom designed and styled to fuel the Barbie-core trend ahead of the film's release. But what looked like playful nostalgia was actually months of planning, designer coordination, and strategic branding. Not just for the film, but for fashion houses who knew they were attaching themselves to a global cultural moment.
Here's Barbie's Solo in the Spotlight, Barbie. Yeah, and done by Schiaparelli.
Brands fight to dress certain stars, and contracts are often involved. If a celebrity is the face of a beauty brand, that makeup must be worn. If they're working with a studio, their outfit might align with that studio's sponsorship deals. Even jewelry is rarely random. Each piece is loaned for the night in exchange for visibility. In 2022, actress Quinta Brunson revealed that, early on, most designers didn't want to dress her for major events. She had to rely on small or emerging labels, while others were flooded with options. The fashion world still gatekeeps who belongs on the carpet, and those deemed too new, too different, or not marketable enough are often left scrambling. Meanwhile, stylists are stuck navigating 2 worlds, serving the star's personal vision while keeping their own relationships with brands intact.
Megan and I started working together, was really focusing on her street style and sort of elevating it. And I was so excited to, start to build the relationship with Megan and Versace. And this was just so unexpected. I don't know who else could wear this and look so cool and so hot.
Fashion politics take priority, and the star wears the outfit that serves the system. So when we celebrate a red carpet fashion moment, we're not always celebrating the celebrity. We're applauding the execution of a finely tuned operation. There was a time when the red carpet celebrated timeless elegance. But in the age of TikTok and Instagram, that kind of subtlety doesn't trend. Today, a red carpet look isn't designed to impress a room. It's designed to explode online. Stylists and designers now create looks that feel less like fashion statements and more like internet bait.
He was like, "You're quite short, so no pants for you." So here we are.
Doja Cat's 2023 Schiaparelli look, where she appeared fully encrusted in red crystals, generated over 150 million impressions in under 24 hours. Jared Leto dressed as Karl Lagerfeld's cat and dominated meme culture for days. This shift isn't just about outfits, it's about performance. In May 2025, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet made their red carpet debut as a couple during the David di Donatello Awards in Rome, Italy. The image flooded the internet alongside their respective fashion and beauty brand promotions. The red carpet often claims to celebrate diversity, but the images tell a different story. Despite some progress, the most visible stars still tend to conform to a narrow ideal: thin, young, symmetrical, and white.
Oftentimes, luxury brands were less likely to lend clothes to Black stylists with Black clients. This is still an issue.
Everyone else is expected to fit in or be labeled as brave for existing outside those lines. When Lizzo steps onto the carpet in a bold, voluminous gown, she's immediately called controversial or making a statement, language rarely used for slimmer stars. Florence Pugh wore a sheer pink Valentino dress in 2022. Instead of discussing the craftsmanship, headlines obsessed over her body. Her response, unapologetically calling out the objectification, reminded the world that fashion should not come with body commentary. Helen Mirren and Angela Bassett are praised for still having it, while older male stars are simply seen as distinguished. The language is different, the expectations are different. When a trans actress or a plus-size model appears on the carpet, it's treated like a breakthrough. But real progress means these moments stop feeling rare.
This is a time where there is a concerted effort to consider diversity and inclusion. What I really want is for it to not be a fad, not be a trend,
for sure.
When you no longer need to ask that question.
And until every kind of body is normalized, not just spotlighted, fashion will continue to mirror a system that excludes more than it celebrates. Billie Eilish wore oversized clothes for years just to protect herself from body scrutiny.
I never want the world to know everything about me. I mean, that's why I wear big baggy clothes.
Selena Gomez has spoken about the emotional impact of public commentary after award shows. These aren't isolated cases. They reflect an industry that prizes perfection while ignoring the pressure it creates. Behind the flawless gowns and poised smiles are people navigating overwhelming expectations. What we see is the curated surface. What we miss is the cost. Because behind every effortless pose is someone carrying the weight of being picked apart, online and off.